We hear. They hear you. Okay, Simple Billy, you're good to go.
Excellent.
Excellent. Right.
Well, hello to the chat.
Hello, Twitch chat. Hello, Billy. We are Kayn and Silver 2, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Used to play when League came out, stopped in Season 4, and I sort of just come back and decided to transition into jungle.
We do like junglers on this stream.
That's good.
Choice,
I have
yeah.
no idea what I'm doing, so this will be educational.
You will find that most of us have no idea what we're doing at some point or another. Jungling, you know, in some of the latest videos, all I do is I slap the jungler in base, like as he gets to base in the middle right here, and then I say, does he go up or down? And it's just the most simple question. And most people always like, wait a second, he went down, I would have gone up. And with jungling, sometimes there's small little things that allow you to see those kind of differences. So don't feel bad if you don't know what's going on. That's honestly, I played a few games yesterday and it was smacking my head against the wall as well. So, what's your peak then? You said you played a while ago.
I looked at OP.GG and apparently I peaked gold. I feel like I was platinum at some point, but I'm not sure how far back OP.GG traces because I played before Season 1.
No, I don't think it registers. I mean, I think even some of my... It doesn't even keep my Season 3 on one of my profiles.
Yeah, so in that case I was platinum at some point.
Okay, a long time ago. But that's with different roles, right? This is your first real...
Yeah, that was top lane, Irelia, Renekton, Riven.
Different times. What would you say has been... I guess we're trying to... I mean, it's not a lot of time left, but I guess you're going to try and push for the gold now. What...
kind of just playing to have fun, to be honest, but...
Okay, so play to have fun and improve. It's actually the best way to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are your top 3 champions for this?
I did play a bit of Shaco, but I kind of want to transition off of Shaco. I would like to play sort of bully junglers. I would like some Kha'Zix, Rengar, maybe a bit of Elise. She's kind of fun.
Okay, it cut out. It said you played something. It sounded like a demon noise, but that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Shaco, don't know what that is. Yeah, I think Rengar and Kha'Zix and Elise, they're really good. You know, obviously there's option A, which is as someone who tries to bring educational content and to people who want to climb, you know, play XYZ champions. But when I first played in my first season, I played Rengar to get out of gold. Would I give myself that advice? No, but you've got to enjoy the champions you play. Would you say Kayn?
I mean, last day or two, I just Master Yi abused because I felt like that was easy, and I wanted to focus on improving in jungle because I realized I did a lot of mistakes.
That's what Master Yi does. He makes things easy for you.
It's dumb.
No, it's so dumb. It's so dumb in Silver because you don't do anything proactive whatsoever, and then all of a sudden, some dude stays out, and you're like, "Oh, that was a nice pentakill. Thanks," and then you just win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I don't really recommend it. But I mean, if we're looking at turbo climb, it's always good. How do you find Kayn? Would you say he's your most favorite, well-rounded jungler?
He's one of the ones I liked. I picked him this game because I was first pick, and I felt like I needed to sort of decide on if I was going tank or assassin based on what the rest of my team picked, because no one hovered anything.
Why would they? Okay, so obviously we're looking to go red form here. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I think red form. I think Rast is. I mean, look, if someone's smurfing with Kayn, they'll just go blue in this case. Make sure the Ashe regrets waking up. The Echo will die before he even gets an ult off, and Teemo's just a rat. So that's always worth talking about. But I think if you're looking to just make sure you're present in the game, I think Rast is the better choice. So, what is your early game plan? What do you want to do?
I wanted to gank for the Pike because he actually has some level of engage, whereas Kayle I feel like doesn't have much. Neither does Misfortune mid.
Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
So, but it was a lot of Kayns we talk about in Silver specifically will not have the right sort of game plan to get orbs, and they sort of try and think too much about what Kayn would do rather than what it means to be a jungler. Spoiler alert, next video, everyone. So I'm curious to see how exactly you go about this. What clear did you want to do?
I went for a full clear. I honestly have no explanation why, I just defaulted to it. Looking back, I would have probably preferred to do some sort of level 3 combination with red, blue, Gromp, and then gank.
I think this is fine. Now, firstly, we just need to be cutting this out a little bit, make sure we're using the Q, both procs, getting as many little tiny stones as hit as possible. And if you're gonna smite it at, you know, a reasonable HP, because if you let the big Krug get down to 200 and you smite it, you could have smited it at 410, you know? And it just gives you, you know, it's less damage you're taking from his big thick face. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with going red, Krugs, I assume Raptors into full clear here.
Yeah.
However, as you said, you're looking to gank on certain side lanes. Let's reverse a little bit because we're talking about you. As always, we need to incorporate some kind of enemy jungler thing. Do you pay attention to where they start, where they begin? What do you think Echo wants to do? What would you do if you were Echo?
Echo wants to start blue, circle down with, yeah, probably full clears down to red, I would say.
Well,
he sometimes ganks early.
You know,
either way, I think it starts blue.
You think you started blue? Okay. We've got a red.
Or no, I don't know. Actually, last time I jungled Echo, I started red, so it could be either.
Well, I mean, it's a bit of a cheat, but you see how late? See, they're late, and top lane is late. So I think they're trying to fake leash here, but he shows out of the bush immediately.
Yeah.
So as you hit to Krugs,
red.
Yeah, you're thinking, okay, this guy's late, this guy's late. Ah, he's just cheesing. So yes, you started red, exactly right. Which means he most likely is going to be pathing up. Now, Echo can either do a red Raptors Wolves blue for camp, and then look to gank a lane. Now, if I'm the Echo, and I see a Kayle, I'm thinking, okay, that's free gank early. We can definitely burn Flash at the very least with a good W. I would look to full camp into this. But at that point, you don't know. We can see, obviously, on the minimap, it's unfortunate it doesn't hide it, that this camp has disappeared. But you don't know that, so we'll just operate under that. Hit the big one, use your Q drag. There you go. See, now you should be coming out of this full HP. So that Krug...
No.
Yeah, no. You're not. We just pull the Krug a little bit, make sure you use a double Q, don't face tank both of them, and then smite a little earlier, and you solve that problem. Now we want to gank, we mentioned ganking for the Pike. Let's look at the lanes here while we're busy AFK farming, because we should do that. This concerns me. This is an ADC with Flash Ignite, hard pushing.
Yeah.
So I would be wary of Echo possibly showing up. Now, if you are a farming jungler, Karthus, Fiddle, Kayn, yeah, we can rotate, yeah, we can be there, but we're not looking to drive the gank, so I think in this case, be aware of where he began, and be aware of where he might like to gank early, because you said he might gank early. And as far as I see it, if he hasn't shown up bottom lane yet, it's unlikely he's going to. If he does, you will be right there for the counter gank. Top lane isn't looking particularly juicy with this wave crashing in. I'm not expecting big brain silver dives. So I think, as you suggested, Misfortune mid, she might be getting ganked. So at this point, if you're not going to be ganking yourself, let's throw a few pings out. Let her know. Be careful, be mindful. If she listens, it's one thing. If she doesn't, it's another, but... Ah, okay. I spoke and then there she is. This is not a good pick, no?
Don't think so. I've seen a lot of Lucians made, I don't really like that either.
Come on, Ignite. Come on, minions! Okay. So she flashed with the tower hit. Okay. So my only thing would be... There are alternative clears that set you up for great success.
I think I'm about to screw up anyway here.
Okay, let's play it out then. Because what I'm thinking purely about is making sure that you are in a position to rotate to these things. Because this is going to happen all the time in Silver. You're going to have these stupid dives, people being out of position. You want to be in a place that says, oh, Echo, immediately leave your wolves, let's E through, let's get there for the counter gank. Quick reactions. That's going to be huge for you. This is something I struggle with mostly. This is the biggest problem with my game plan, which is why I always bring it into coaching. When you see something like that, let's see where you were. Now, it's not always feasible, right? But as I said, let's anticipate the gank. You could have easily gone to your blue first. I know you're setting up just a standard full clear, but what I'm thinking about is making sure that the camps respawn in a nice way. So Krugs and Raptors will spawn after each other, right? if you do wolves into blue into grump, you're gonna have a gap between the wolves and the grump spawning. So we want to avoid that. Now, your options as Kayn is you can also solo raptors into red, into Krugs, and then gank the side lane. This is good if you are thinking about ganking top lane, or if you're on this side of the map, in this case you have the pike, okay, that's a nice gank, right?
Yeah.
In this case, as I agree with you, this is kind of a tough one. She's literally useless early, he's got the blind. It's a blind, right, guys? It's called the blind.
Yep.
And now you're sequencing down. So I think I would have looked to have a clear where I do the 4th camp as the blue. And when that happens, you can be watching mid lane very carefully. And as soon as this happens, look at him, he's half HP, the guy. You know? And you're finishing this. We have our E up. We could perhaps look to cut this off. Ping immediately, let's go. Immediate reactions. Don't catch you blue. Begin to rotate, because you could be very close to being here right now. And you might have to burn your flash, but you know, you get orbs, you get shutdowns, you get cleanup kills. You can always fall back to your blue afterwards. So as Kayn, look for this early. If you see something that you told me level 1, which is great that you said that, make sure we're actually able to capitalize. But the Diana memeing around. Quite funny. Because now my problem is the following. How often do you track CS in this case?
Never.
You've got here a 12 CS red buff only Echo, which you know the guy has done red Krugs Raptors. So you need to know where this oak is going. Is he gonna go top side to take this, or is he gonna come bottom side? And by what do you think?
I mean, he's gonna go top side.
Ah, look, someone showing up for the double take, losing all his HP.
Exactly.
Okay, so I like the idea. Bit more practice tool.
I think.
Yeah, my issue with it is the following. If you do this blind without thinking, if the bottom lane has prio, and you start to face laners who have a bit more sentience than others, and they start to roam up for the, you know, these wards and stuff, you're kind of screwed. If Echo says, well, I know Kayn's at a top side, he's probably here, let me invade. And this is what I do a lot with Volibear, actually. Actually, I do with anyone. If I'm in an elo, like if it's Flux Q or I mean, I don't smurf at all, but I do have a few accounts I play on. And when originally I'm doing them, getting them back up, if I know people are always going to do this kind of stuff and be super low, I would just say, oh, I know you're here, I'll just come and kill you. Like, there's nothing protecting you here, right? There's no protection whatsoever. And now you're going to go into the river, minimal HP, and if the Echo does this, watch him. You didn't see where he went. You're right, he's going to go top side. He's going to go top lane, most likely, right? But what if he is actually thinking and says, you know what? Kayn might be on that bottom crab. Let me take that away from him. You're screwed.
I would be. I didn't think of that. I did see the Echo with red buff in the middle. So I did have a feeling he was topside at this point, but I didn't consider that he could come down.
Yeah, that's why this plant is nice, but I would hit it... here currently, what value are we getting from that Scry's Blue? Nothing. Because if Echo's coming down, he's not going to be in this area. So let's hit it this way. Because if you hit it this way, then you'll see if he's showing up or not. And it gives you much more peace of mind. Because currently, you have no idea. If he went down to trap you, you wouldn't have seen it from the Scry's Bloom. Ah, he's in this bush. W is coming, and you're dead. So just early jungle awareness, I think, is very important. Right. If he started red Krugs Raptors and he ganked mid lane level 3 with 12 CS, are you familiar with what time the Krugs should respawn?
Nope.
They will spawn 2 minutes afterwards, and it's usually between 4 minutes and 4 minutes and 10 seconds, depending on the capabilities of the jungler and who they're playing. So currently, if you take this, and Echo went up, right?
Yep.
And he showed mid lane with that tracking, you know at 4 minutes to 4 minutes or 5:10, these will respawn at a higher level. And now you get to take that away. And you get to take this away. And you have this bot lane gank, which is what I assume you're looking to do. So you have nice control at the moment. Let's see what you do with it. Yes. So why do we want to gank bottom lane?
Yeah, the Pike.
Seems your trust in his capabilities was significantly misplaced. Yeah, misplaced, exactly. Let's see. All I would suggest in this case is the following.
Pings.
Yes, but don't spam ping you. Spam ping where you're gonna be. Because
Yeah.
their map awareness is hysterical. Like, they're just looking at these minions. Yes, minions. And, you know, they're not gonna see where you're pinging. So just ping on the minions. Let them know you're coming. And hopefully he sets it up better. But I like your idea here. Unfortunately, it's a Nautilus. Like, he should already be baiting this in for an engage. And so your W is a follow-up to the CC. So she has to flash. And when she flashes, she's walking slow as life. And you can just... Or slow as 2020, should I say. And she already flashes
So
it,
I got...
though. Yeah.
Yeah, I got worried when I came in when my bot lane didn't move at all that they would just 2v1 me. In front of them.
Yeah. So here's where we've got a split. Where do you think the Echo is?
It's might be looking to gank top by a Tribush. But I feel like he would have already showed if he did that. So he could be taking my Krugs, or he could be mid again because mid is pushed up.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm him, I'm 100% looking for repeat gank mid. I'm looking potentially to, you know, if he was good, do what you should be doing to him, taking your second tier Krugs, because same thing for you. But also, we don't exactly know. We haven't had any confirmation. But I assume he would have done blue and then look. It's okay, man. You're like, you hit the next one. Come back. Does he come back? Yo, Pike.
Yeah, I think it does.
Pike. It's okay, bro. We forgive you. Pike. No, that's it. He's out. Screw this. Jungle diff. Yeah, so I think here you're going back a little too early.
I didn't really know what to do there because mid was pushed up, bot gank didn't work. I didn't see any nearby camps.
Echo went up. Heavily good conclusion because you got the crab and you show bottom lane, no counter gank. Most likely he's on that blue. We can flex it. Okay, here you go. He did his crab into blue. He's doing his grop now. I would anticipate this guy just does wolves and goes back to base like you. If he was good, he would have just crabbed into repeat ganking this in the mid lane. So when you don't know what to do after that kind of stuff, it really does suck. Because now you're looking to reset and then sequence down again. And then you can repeat gank the Ashe with no flash, and then translate that into dragons, invades, and happy times. Yep. Definitely think about where the enemy jungler started, and how we go about denying him his own existence. Because you could have easily taken this now. You just go back into the dragon pit, you Q over the wall, right? You've got E up again now. You can take the Krugs and make sure you hug it to the side, because you see, look, when the minions walk by, it gives this little vision pocket. You don't want to be doing it in this. And I've seen, this is hysterical, I've seen pro players literally counter jungle in this pocket. And I don't understand why. Just hug the side. And then you can E all the way through, take the Raptors. And now you can look again, bottom lane, or reset, or mid lane counter gank. You have 3 options. Choose your own adventure. But you're not going to get to that point because, you know, on page 7 is this choose your own adventure, and you're on page 6, and you chose to skip ahead to page 10. You know, like you're not even giving yourself the option to play the game here by going back. Definitely think about that. And that's all just extension. It's pretty simple, right? Echo shows mid with 12 CS. Means his Krugs will be up at 4 or 5. Any jungler around the time. You know his top side. It's just very little things you can sort of insinuate that give you huge advantages. Right. Now what? What do you want to do?
I think my goal this game was to take like early dragons or get a couple of dragons in, and I think I sequence. Yeah, I think I see dragon spawning and I go straight to Raptors and then down to dragon.
My concern with that is the following. Fortunately, you do have mid.
Oh no, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. Oh, it's nice to look in the VOD because, and thank you for being honest, because some people, you know, they like to lie, but it's good. I would like to go dragon here and in game. Oh, wait a second, I didn't. So that shows a bit of a disconnect between what you think you should be doing in a VOD review and what you actually do in game. But I agree with you. I think bot lane is your play. Unless this is supremely gankable. Much easier once she hits 6, because she gets a bit out of range. You have the slow, you have the slow. You should be able to kill him nicely. And he's got no sums. This is something that's important. So we didn't notice that. because we're focusing on you, and this is why pinging of sums is important. Not shown. Ah, it is shown. There we go. Teemo flash. So for you, I'm thinking, okay, Teemo no flash, Teemo low, decent wave. This could be something we could try. Right?
Yep. Although I'm pretty sure I have no idea Team was missing flash here.
My point. Like the Jinx flash here, the Kayn flash here, this is good. Sorry, the Ashe flash, you pinged it, great. The Nautilus pings the Jinx flash, great. That's the enemy team, he does it, and Kayle pings the Teemo flash. This is good, but not enough. Like, there's no pings about the Misfortune, there's no pings about the Diana or the Echo. If you weren't paying attention, you wouldn't have any idea. So that's...
By the way, I can't see because you have a silver 2 icon over it, but I think I pinged that was on the way for the bot gank as well.
Yeah, sorry.
There.
Twitch chat, you want to go up? No, it doesn't work now. Yeah. You pinged the Ashe flash, yeah. That's what I was saying. No, that's what I was saying.
I was pinging that I was coming into bot lane and they still didn't move. That's a bit annoying.
Oh yeah, but it's where you, I mean, that's them, huh? That's why I made the video of how to elevate your ganking for laners and junglers. It was about laners knowing when to go in and things like that. I think we could look to do this. So, while I don't agree with going Raptors into Krugs, unless you're looking for heavy top focus into Herald, I definitely think we're looking to go Krugs Raptors sequence down into repeat gank on the bottom lane, especially if you want this dragon control. The fact that you want Raptors Krugs here is very good knowing he has no flash, but it's still a difficult gank if you and Kayle don't hit your slows. And he can turn it, but killing him before he hits 6 is very good. So this is the point where I don't think you stop the scan. I don't think you should stop the scan here.
Yeah.
Good flash.
There's so much that goes wrong there.
Yeah. So
Teemo has no idea I'm there.
No, like
he just stops walking when I W.
Look at this. The guy has no flash. He's got a bit of speed up, but you got a 90% slow. By stopping to scan, a good player would just run away. Because you're going to waste time here. The best thing is just to pull the trigger and eat through this wall and get going. You've got the angle of attack. You've got everything nicely set up. There we go. Nice frame. And he's got no flash. So you're good to go here. Don't necessarily stop to clear the vision. He's got no flash. He's got no ultimate. He's not going anywhere. Echo is literally most likely on the bottom side. It's very unlikely he's up here because he would have taken this and either sequence all the way down or reset. But you don't have any visual confirmation yet. But it's likely he's not here. So I think you should have just pulled the trigger. But he does. You're right. He has no clue. He just goes into the wave to try and kill the Kayn. We miss our W, and then you flash to get We didn't need to just to flash, but okay. Good nonetheless. He has no TP. She has no TP. I think we could easily benefit. I know it's silver and people trigger you. They get triggered by you, but I would definitely look to just giga shove this. For experience.
Yep.
Not always the best practice, always. It's default jungle people to say, just push away, push away. You don't always want to do that. In this case, no TP, no TP. You want to infuse yourself with experience. We want to get this crab that's spawning on the top side. You should be level 6 once you've done that. Now you can look to either, if red is up, take red, and then reset and go directly bottom lane and for all the dragon control in the world. Or you can look to sort of counter gank mid and so on. So I think ganking and then leaving is we gotta think a bit more about that. Because what do you want to do now?
I mean, I would want to do dragon because it's up, but I feel like Echo should already be doing dragon.
Yeah, in theory. Shall we check? Let's have a look. Hello, my son.
I don't know oh, there he is. Oh, he's Ronaldo.
He hasn't gone back to base. He just ganked mid lane. This is fine, by the way. This strategy is fine. Red, Krugs, Raptors, gank mid. Is Kayn, you can do that. Sequence topside, take the crab. Blue, Grump, Wolves. Second tier Raptors, second tier Krugs, reset. That's a play. That's a nice variance of the route I made in March. That sort of maximizes your experience for level 6. But this is too extreme now. And your reaction is too extreme as well. You got yourself, 600 gold. It's not a lot. But with shoving of this wave, this is something we didn't think about as well, Look at this. We're going to talk about this in a second. By shoving off the wave and then falling into the Scuttle Crab, you give yourself 2 extra longswords. You give yourself the option to reset, be a level up, and go directly bottom lane. You know?
Yep.
Also worth noting, we saw the Diana. Unfortunately, spoiler alert. You see this on the minimap? See that cloud of destiny?
Yep.
Yeah, look for these in game. If you have any sort of vision, it'll be very easy to notice. Just keep your eyes on that minimap. When you see it, it tells you, okay, Echo's here. Easy, right? Like this, really easy and free tracking. Now, by shoving this, not only do we deny Teemo and infuse both you and Kayle with a bit of time to go back to base and spend gold, the Dyna is missing. And my concern here is that if she is roaming, right, the Kayle is not going to have the presence of mind. She doesn't. Good. It just made me think, like, does she have overheal? Okay. To back off. And by pushing the wave, you almost force her to back off, don't you?
Yep.
All right, Kayle, good job. Happy feed. Go back to base, spend your gold, dear. No, she's going to wait and sit until either Diana, Echo, or Teemo respawn and walk up and kill her. So, something worth thinking about. Which means, with this ping missing, you see? She even pinged it, which is nice. Let's hit this plant, the Scry's Bloom, to C. What is our area of interest? Let's slap that vision down to C and get information. Because if you hit that, as we see here, you detect her. And now, everyone knows where Diana is, and maybe she backs off.
Yep.
Small things, small things. But definitely I think it's very greedy to be thinking so much about the dragon here. Nice, good, thank you. That's cheeky bastard. This is so greedy. I hope you can kill him. I hope someone kills. No!
Oh, just miss him.
That is tragic. But you know, that's good counter jungling by him. The fact that he hasn't gone back is funny. But you haven't gone back yet either now. Ah, but he has 6 and Diana's missing. Oh, we're going for it, huh? Misfortune!
Oh yeah,
Careful
then
now.
Teemo's there.
You see this hunger just to go down into your blue side to get dragon. It's not rewarding. It's a waste of time because you could have shoved, taken this, reset, and now gone all the way down. You know, knowing that you'll have camps up, supposedly. You will have bottom lane with no flash, confirmed. And you know that once you're done with the side of the map, you can counter jungle his camps in red, and you can always fall back to your own camps in red. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So by just like dragging this down, you literally had a great gank top lane, funny flash, and you got wolves for it. Not worth. Not worth the 30 seconds you spent since then, you know? Oh, you really want this dragon. They know you're on it now. You can't do it. They swap lanes?
Yeah, they do.
And now you don't have 6 for a tower dive. So you're actually useless here. Kayn's benefit is being 6. But you got orbs, right? Checkmate.
Yeah, a couple.
Checkmate.
Still want dragon.
Oh no, I mean, do you get this?
I think I do.
That's just ridiculous. If I'm Echo, I've gone back to base, spent my gold, I'm going straight to my red buff, I'm hopping over this plant, I'm just killing you. It's so obvious where you are. What's he doing? He did red before he went back to base. Let's just say, results-based thinking analysis. Good job. Nice dragon. Objective critique. No. This is so turbo risky. Oh, your bot lane rotates.
I almost died to the dragon.
Yeah, you weren't gonna get it. And now you're gonna stay out to do the blue, right? And now you're gonna stay out to do the grump as well. No, we don't even. No, you skip. Okay, so couple fundamentals. If you are playing a jungler like this, experience advantage over the enemy is huge. So even if you don't have the raw lane impact that you would expect a Rammus to have, for example, you just did blue. Now at this point, you're looking to go back. I mean, you want to get your warrior completed. What is the ultimate goal Okay, you get away with it. What is the ultimate goal here for you after doing the dragon? What's the next thing on the map that's driving you?
The Herald.
Herald. So which means let's kill these camps that are literally just spawning. And the nice thing about them literally just spawning is that these are going to be your highest level camps on the map. This is a big daddy of level 7. Wolves are coming out, level 7. This is a lot of experience for you to leave. Okay? You just got blue. Let's take this fat boy. Okay? Let's take the wolves. We'll be low. We can reset now. Get our warrior. Get a control ward because we're good citizens of the Republic. And now head to do this side. You see? Unfortunately, your game plan of ganking bottom lane, I think, is somewhat dead. Because Pyke was AFK. Nautilus is a champion that exists. Ashe is a champion that exists. And it's getting to be quite difficult unless you have a nice sort of pick potential. So I think here you definitely want to finish this, reset. Don't be like the Echo. Don't be like the Echo. Because now what's going to happen here? You're going to... Do you clear all of this? This whole red side?
Can't remember. I'm guessing I do.
Oh. Because currently... Oh, there's the Echo. Here we go, running across. Okay? Because currently what's happening is you've lost the advantage you have. Which is itemization. By simply taking this and resetting, now you go directly to this point and you can match up with him, but you have an itemization advantage and you will be level 6. And you get juicy melee orbs from this guy as well.
Yeah.
So now by clearing this, instead of making a proactive aggressive move on the enemy jungler and the map for objective control, you are cowering in your jungle and hoping that he doesn't invade and kill you. I mean, you might as... At this point, you might as well just the Krugs as well. But yeah, I think we're in a bad position right now. Because you took 2 buffs, and the whole point of having the buffs is map impact and sustain. Letting you stay on the field and have advantages over the enemy team. Haha, I have buffs and you don't. But by taking them and going back to base, you're just wasting them, right?
Yeah, true. I think I took the red one because I was worried about Echo taking it as well, as he'd been invading my Gromp, but...
Yeah, but I mean,
it's been 2 days. It's hard to recall.
He took 1 Gromp, and the nice.
As a silver player, that terrifies me.
In season 11, the self-regenerating Gromp. Yeah, no, you should have taken these and go back to base. Because the thing is, he took your Grump. This gave you a big and deep sadness. But then the Grump respawned because it's a fairy tale, but it was a level 7 one. So, I mean, are we really that upset? Thanks, I guess, for giving me a boosted experience camp. Nice, you know? That's why counter jungling isn't so bad if you're filling the downtime doing something else. You know? If you were, say, topside after that gank, it took his whole jungle, you took this crab, you did a herald, and he took this as soon as you ganked. By the time you get to the bottom side again, they would have respawned anyway. You literally didn't miss anything, and he boosted the experience of the camp. So he tried to get a small advantage back from you because you made a good play. And in the end, it doesn't really affect you. It's just to keep himself in the game. So I think definitely now we've wasted our buff components, and our jungle flow is off. Because look, now instead of having a beautiful spawn of Grump, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs, you have a random Raptor camp that's not on the map, you know?
Yep.
Yeah. Right, aha! Oh, okay. Okay, there's no need for this. There's no need for this. This is what Warwick players have to do. This is what I have to do. I have to literally, in volleyball players, I literally have to walk around like an ape, walk into the pit. You know, I'm degenerate, I have no dashes. I'm like a 1912 champion, not a 2020 champion. You have 2020 components as Kayn, you know? Let's just queue through the wall here. There's no need to even remotely expose yourself if you're looking to sneak it away. But what I don't like is that you're going directly, and you're very close to 7. Being close to a level up while looking to go do something outside of your jungle, it can be very good to give yourself some added security in terms of the level up as well as the smite amount. By doing Krugs, get level 7, now let's go do the Herald. Does it make sense?
Yeah, right. I think I don't pay enough attention to my XP in general, to be honest.
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking about by taking these. Level 7, you're level 7 already. Let's go back to base, straight to red. Thank you very much, Odin. Into the pit, take this Herald, and if that guy shows up, you kill him because you have itemization advantage.
Love
he
the
sees
Norse
you.
references.
Sorry, what?
I love all the Norse references in your videos. I'm
It's
from
good.
Finland.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Yeah, I gotta keep it going. I gotta keep it going. Not actually from Scandinavia, but my dad is north German, like right below Denmark. So the Woden and Odin connections and Thor and all that's all the same. So I mean, you get seen here. Okay. All right, Timo, champion. Okay. Right. Okay. All right. All right. So. Yeah. I think if you simply just sneak over the back, and this guy doesn't see you, maybe you get away with it without him interfering. It looks like he was maybe going directly top lane anyway, but yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I think it was just scanning pit as well. I don't think me being there triggered the scan necessarily, so.
He flashes with you in him. This is where all those little things I'm talking about, you know, the Grump, the Wolves, getting the Warrior, getting level 7. When you end up in this situation, you want as many advantages as possible. And having those extra stats, the extra value on your Q, the extra itemization, lets you kill people and sustain better and faster. And maybe it lets you get out. That's a big if and a but. However, I think it's good to put yourself in the position where, you know, that's a possibility. And the Echo didn't even care in the world. He was trying to finish his Grump. He was doing the same thing you did earlier. You trying to finish the blue while he ganks? He's trying to finish Grump while Timo fights. It's quite fun. A good Echo would have just rotated. You would have died before you even killed Timo. So you're a bit
Yeah,
lucky
no, I
there.
almost died to Timo alone anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the blind and the ignite. I mean, they're giving Kayle AFK farm, so I take it. And he flashed. So now at this point, what I'm thinking is, okay, firstly, misfortune. This is a big tragedy. However, I'm thinking we can at least make sure this Kayle gets really, really fed. Right. Now what?
I think I go straight to Herald. I'm guessing. Just in case Echo does not finish it in time. Oh, I have a board there. So I would see it.
And you
No,
actually react. Yeah.
I don't. I go straight to Wolves.
Mm-hmm.
I just consider it lost.
Yeah, we gave an objective away. And that's where that little bit of pathing, you know, recognizing, okay, I want to go topside, let's make sure blue's under control. Now I can go topside. Well, all my purpose of existence is topside. I think that's nice. I think yeah, we should try and do something bottom lane. Okay, let's go on Timo. Let's ping that. That should be a nice gank. Okay, Nautilus hits a hook and he dies. Right. I said should, let's see what bottom lane's doing. Okay, they're getting ulted. He went the wrong way, but at the same time, look at this CC. Okay. It was doomed. I liked your pathing though. Yeah, no, I liked your pathing. I'm speaking from your perspective. It's the right decision. Unfortunately, we went to flash, but the issue here is that they got super engaged on as Timo rotated down, and so you actually.
Kayla's coming as well now.
Kayla's coming as well now, yeah. So the only other thing you can think of here is, okay, they're dead. Kayla's coming. You could always wait a little bit. You could always wait a little bit here. She's arriving, and they're going to overchase 100% for the kills. So let's wait in this control wooded bush, and now you two can clean up nicely. That would be my benefit of hindsight, but also benefit of seeing the map. Like, if I'm in-game, you're watching this, right? You're watching this.
Yep.
I hope.
I believe I am, yeah.
And so as you see this, okay, once this hits, now I'm a little bit weepy. Because I'm not sure we can turn it, but yeah. It's the right decision to react. Outcome isn't what we wanted, but it's the right decision. She hits that onto the Ashe. That's nice. Now you've got the slow. Your E's up. You can use your Q as well. Assuming his hook isn't up. Very nice. Good. We've got ult. We've got ult. We've got Ian too. Okay, we should shove this now with our team. Because they're using Herald top lane. So I would look to... she should go top lane. He should go top lane with her. He shouldn't come down. Help. You should just help them really shove this. Because Dragon's up in just under a minute. I kind of want to reset, get some itemization. I don't know if you're form yet or not. I can't see your bars, but ideally
No.
we should. Yeah.
It takes me forever to get form. I think I ended up with mostly blue orbs, and
yeah,
then I
your
wait
shadow.
for red
Yeah,
form.
you're SA ready. I mean, you can go conquer SA. I mean, it's not perfect, right? But you can do it. Int for form. Thanks, Twitch chat. Very constructive. Good job, Scorpio. Yeah, that's the problem. But at the same time, you know, a lot of the things we talked about, where you would face off against the Echo, where you would look to hit the Nautilus and the Diana, those are places that would give you those nice red orbs, and we kind of missed those opportunities, I feel.
Yeah, I didn't take really any of them. Well, I tried on bot lane once, but...
Oh, that was fine. Red orbs, yes, give. Yes. Okay, this is a little bit greedy, no? We call that griefing. I like hitting the W. Alright, now leave. Leave. I mean, I think the Ashe surprised you a little bit, but yeah, I think hit the W there is fine. Because if he's gonna go back to base, right before the dragon, and you W him to stop the back, then your backs are at the same time, so you can sort of get to the dragon at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah. Tragedy. I mean, I liked the stuff you were thinking about. I think we're just missing we're missing a few things every now and then, right?
Yeah, execution's lacking a little bit.
Well, I mean, if our execution was execution, there you go, more Viking accidentals. If our execution wasn't lacking, we'd all be challenging. There we go, no ult, nice. Okay. We gotta be very careful here. You get ulted by the KO for some ridiculous reason.
Yep, on max HP, almost.
Yeah. And now you don't have ultimate, trying to chase down a Diana. This is very tough. I mean, I wouldn't fight this. She's up to... Oh, she's just gonna... Ah! Alright, now we got form, right? There we go. Okay, so that was well played. The fact that you burned Echo's ultimate is good, obviously. It's not good that we died, but it paid off in the next fight. Issue being KO ults you for some peculiar reason. But nah, okay. Right. Do you see the problem, though? You are now down 20 CS in 2 levels.
Yep. Am I down 2 levels to Echo as well?
I'm talking about Echo.
Yeah.
That's my concern. And that's where all this little stuff comes in. You know, people say, oh, you say it a lot. I'm like, yeah, I say it a lot because it's why people end up down 2 levels. It's not like he's done anything spectacularly well. He counter jungled you here. He benefited from the Teemo here. He benefited from you greeting in this situation. His early clear, as I said, was very good for maximizing early experience, but gives away a first dragon. So if you don't execute it right afterwards, which you didn't, you end up in a deficit.
Yeah.
But we are Ross, so yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm going straight down to dragon here as well. Again.
Oh, I think here in this case, the one big sort of boon, the one good thing for you guys, is you have a super scaling team comp. Super scaling. It's almost unnatural how Jinx, Rost, and Kayle, like, you guys could probably 3v5 at some point. But then again, a Diana can be very difficult to handle, so. Ah, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have a mega steal. Yeah, good. You have ult now. Ooh. Okay, that's well played. You guys are having your own jungle battle while they're off here doing this stuff. Yeah, good decision. Good decision. Go straight for it. Nice steal. The guy, did he not have smite or did he just use it too early? When does he smite? He doesn't smite. Alright. So the only thing I would suggest here is I'd be very afraid of letting him ult while you're sort of inside. You want to try and predict his ult so that when he ults, it's before your damages come through. And then here you don't need to go on the wall, huh? You don't need to go on the wall. You can just E straight in the open field. There's no need to detach. Yeah. You got. I would
I
just.
think I also went in the wall for the hell if I got worried of getting killed. Because when I think the orb hits me on the way back. Or I tried to avoid the orb on the way back.
Yeah.
There.
But I mean, you could E sideways or up.
Yeah.
But yeah. Good point. But yeah, okay. A lot of times I see Kayn just E sort of sideways and then they lose the target where they could just E and auto and the guy dies. But yeah, okay, good. Nice steal. There's downtime between objectives. What do we want to do? Twitch chat, what do you think?
Look to gank, kill something.
No! We don't want to needlessly fight. We don't want to needlessly fight. Everyone's off the map. Everyone's resetting. We've got a full map. You know, now's the time where... Oh, I hate this. It's 60 minutes in the game. You're 2 and 4. Give the red to the jungler. I mean, you have a red, but it's not your red. Memes aside for a second. Right. The thing is, right, at this point, I would say, once we've cleared the side, it's the same thing, right? Nice fight, Dragon Steel, solo kills, back to base. Get our itemization spike. Because the next time you fight, they've all gone back and spent whatever gold they got in the field, and you haven't. Which means you're sitting at 1200, which is the most in the entire game, out of anyone. And because, as you said, I want to go kill something, and it's silver, and everyone wants to just enjoy themselves with kills all the time, you must make sure that you have that gold spent as much as possible. So, as we said, everyone's dead, everyone's resetting, time to farm. Let's take this stuff. Okay, reset. Reset so that you can get back to base and join up quickly, because you're faster than these suboptimal ADC characters. To take your red, to sort of... I would probably go Krugs, Red Raptors. I'd think about this, but it would depend on the map. To sort of shadow the mid lane. Because it's likely they're going to look to just ARAM now in this elo. So that's exactly what they do, as we were laughing in Meme about the ADC. They all come mid lane, right?
Yep, they all rush on mid. I think I actually leave Krugs early to go help with that.
Exactly. But you haven't spent the gold. You didn't get your red. You're sequencing the wrong direction for where the focal point is going to be. Everyone's dead and you don't need to go back to base? Farm some quadrants. Back to base reset, spend your gold as best you can. Right. Most likely looking to make a play mid lane. Let me be in a position to shadow this very quickly. Because you're Kayn, you can do Krugs. And if something breaks out, I can E in nicely. Otherwise, Krugs, Red Raptors, and then if something breaks out, you're literally right there. Like, we're timing it. Twitch chat is now telling me we want to farm as a response to that. So apparently you want to farm a lot. But yeah. Just to sort of take a few steps back. Because yeah, now they're all on mid lane. You haven't spent the gold, which is now at 1200 as we said. You're not in a position to assist. We lose a tower. We've got 2 bottom lane. Kettle's gonna die most likely here. Somehow she lives. We flash in. We W nothing because that's how we do. Now we're running away. We Q to try to get safe and we die. Okay. Execution. Okay. I like your idea, but imagine if you had a bit more of that gold spent and you were sequencing down and you can kind of use the tower defense and maybe fight with the Kayle, you know? Imagine this universe. It's a good one.
That's a nice universe.
Yeah,
I like an alternate reality.
It's a 10th realm.
Yeah, I'm only up to 7.
I'm only up to 7. Because now you're off the field, and this is the thing about Rost that's so good in this elo is that you can stay on the field as long as possible. It's like the Warwick thing. This guy's looking at flank. Bottom line, this is why we make fun of you.
I haven't seen, I think, Pyke anything in this game.
Well, he was AFK in his defense.
True.
There's a whole game going on, and they're still 2v2ing on the bottom lane.
At least it's mutual.
Yeah. But this is my point, you know. Oh, my teammates. I mean, I'm not saying you, but like the general complaint. Oh, my teammates are Pepega. They're not doing anything. Well, you're dead also. You know, like we can't influence that. We're going Cleaver, huh?
I go whatever I think OPDD or whatever website tells me at the moment.
It's very nice, good. Nice cleanup. I like that. Yeah, no. Cleaver into your Death Stuns, into your Sterics and GAs, your standard Kayn build. You can, of course, forego the Cleaver if you wanted to go into something more like Death Stuns, Sterics directly, but you like the CDR and stuff. But in this case, you have 2 ADCs, plus yourself, plus a Pike. No one else is going to build Black Cleaver, I hope so. In this case, it's actually it's a really good item. So that's normal Kayn, Ross build, off we go. Right, there's a Herald on the map. There's a Shroom, and we walked over control, nice. Teemo's top lane. We're gonna look to cut him off. No. See, here I would be very curious about where everyone else is. Is he on the Herald? I would go and try and hit this plant, let me see. You know? Oh, no one's on the Herald, and look what
They all backed.
no one cares about it. Yeah, they're all backed. He's just... No one cares. You could easily be sneaking this right now. There's no dragon. And you have 2. And this Herald will be so good because the next dragon... Oh no! This Herald down mid lane is going to take your nexus, you guys. Better defend. And then you do the dragon, you know? It's such a nice detour. Yeah, nice fake. Or...
At some point soon, everything starts going wrong as well. And I start just... Yeah, I kind of lose track of the game.
Well, that's why I'm pointing all this stuff out now because this is jungling.
Yeah.
Beyond 20 minutes is just everyone's a man and or everyone's a human. Excuse me, Twitch chat to be correct, I suppose. Everyone's just a champion on the team, and you all have a role to fulfill. And if we don't fulfill that role, you lose. You know. Like you see, everyone's just like, yeah, it's Fiesta. But this is like, look at this. I love this. Oh man, I don't know why we're getting ulted again, but okay. Like now, she could ult. This is good.
I think this Kayle is ulting for damage.
Yeah. Jesus. There you go.
I mean, looking at the 2 ults we've seen.
Yeah.
She's optimizing her damage output.
This Rost is pretty good. I put it on him for damage. Yes. Post game stats. So for me, that's exactly right. You know, people are gonna be caught out of position. You're Rost. You will sustain for all life. Kill them and go to the objective. The only thing for me is instead of chasing a team out topside in the Krugs, we could have just soloed a Herald, and had the exact same impact. And now we transition that into a fight and into a dragon. But I see things on the timeline. Does Echo get one back on you?
I think he does, yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
My only suggestion in these cases is that they see you, they know you're on it, pull it out as far as possible, or, because you have the numbers advantage, just kill them. You have all 5 up, a dead Nautilus and an Ashe who's just respawned. There's no need to start this dragon if you know there's a risk of a steal. And with an Echo, the E over the wall, Q smite, oh man, that is a disturbingly easy way to steal a dragon. So it's not your fault. I mean, you can try your best to time it, but that is such a short-windowed burst for him. But I think, yeah, once the Pike is in this situation, we could look to fight. She should be with you, but she's in her own level of existence as well. Jinx should be with you as well. And if you're gonna do it, pull it out as far as possible. But there should be no reason we're sort of chilling in the 5v3 and 50-50 this.
Yeah, I mean the MF is in the MF mid meta.
Yeah.
Whatever dimension that is.
Not one I want to live in. Jinx, into the Echo W. That's how you do it. Oh, she gets it anyway. Yeah. Now, in theory, they should go to Baron. They could go Baron now, no? Or we don't.
Nah, mid turret's more important.
Yeah, I agree. Totally.
Has to be, right? I mean, you win the game by taking structures.
I mean, ultimately. You know, the thing is, if you had the Herald, right, and you're gonna go do this plane, there's 2 dead, you could just slap it in the mid lane and draw focus. Because if they try and do this with you, try and dance around the Dragon Pit, and you get 2 charges. Maybe more. No, you definitely get 2 charges. Maybe you get 2 turrets. Misfortune is likely she just follows it down like a dog with a bone. But yeah, that's sort of coming back to haunt you a little bit. The problem is we've lost map control. And their team fight is really strong. Nice. But you're gonna get... Oh! Okay, you're still gonna die though.
Yep.
This is the problem. This is why I talk so heavily about the first 20 minutes. Because you don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want to fight this. That's scary. Diana split pushing. Who can 1v1 at this point?
Potentially Kayle, that's about it.
Yeah. This Kayle will probably ult for damage and then just end up dying. Let's find out.
Likely.
Well, she respects the Kayle, that's for sure. And the death timers. Yeah, see, everything I've been talking about, I kind of wanted to avoid having a split push where they have the lead, because with the Ashe ult and the Nautilus engage, it's going to be very difficult for you guys unless you have a nicely set up team fight, or you make those picks. Like, you love the messy skirmishes with your team comp and getting the Jinx to resets so she can chase people down. In an organized 5v5, if you guys get caught out, it's just going to be horrible.
Yeah, I think that's how the rest of the game plays out.
Yeah. Do you have any specific questions about that? Because obviously this goes on for... why is it always... There's such an interesting first 23 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
And then the next 23 minutes is just complete nonsense.
Oh yeah, like, I honestly don't really care about the rest of the game.
Oh, yeah,
it's
first 23?
the early stuff I need to fix.
Yeah,
I can worry about the rest of the game when I fix the early and I'm, 7 kills ahead because of it.
Yeah. When you're 7 kills ahead, all you do is you just kill everyone, you're unkillable. I think the mechanics we talked about, like using WQ and everything, when you translate that into your team fights here as well, it's huge, huh? Like, you had a flash W somewhere, and here we missed a W, and here we missed a W. Once you start hitting those reliably, that translates into these late game fights hugely, because once you hit them, good night.
I mean, people die at MCS, they lose a turret, it just escalates.
Oh, exactly. Nice double. See, those are like, we shouldn't be face checking, obviously. Nice double W though. That's good, but there's no real synergy with that double ADC comp. Like, you have to be ahead. Yes, that's right. MF standstill, baby. And now they should very easily Baron. Yeah, I think you're at a point where you're just not going to win team fights now. You don't have the CC lockdown.
Well, we have all the damage, we have 280 carries and Kayle.
It's a finesse team comp, which is why in the 5 steps to diamond I said, guys, stop playing finesse team comps in low and mid elo. Because to pull this off, they had to have such a good objective control and nice early game lead so that it didn't devolve into 5v5 fights, so that they could just keep skirmishing and taking everything very quickly before the enemy was able to do anything. Now it's like, honestly, you could just go tank Rost here, because there's no ways, going full damage is going to help you. Like, you just go into Spirit Visage, some full mail. Okay. Right. Great. Any other questions in general?
No, not in general. I think I just needed sort of a couple of pointers on what I need to improve on, so I can focus on that. Then I'll play a couple games and potentially come back.
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked a lot about this over here, making sure we tracking our early jungle route, what lanes, heads up plays, rotating immediately, track the enemy jungler. I made sure to point out all the areas where the Echo gave information to you, so that's stuff you need to look for. Keep track of where he started so that you can potentially counter jungle, because as I said, what did he do? Red side, gank, crab, blue side, tier 2 raptors, tier 2 krugs, except in our universe, you took them. And you kicked W away, and he just cries. He's like, oh. And then he goes back to base, and what happens? No red side camps. What do? Most likely, he gets forced to go top side. And now you've literally, by counter jungling at the right moment, forced the jungle to the opposite side, and you can go, okay, I go back to base straight to dragon, thank you. And that's a much safer move, you know, that we missed. And then here as well, out of base, you went Raptors, Krugs. That's great if you're going to gank top lane, which you did. Mechanics, unfortunately, we lost our flash, but good. After that, let's push the wave. No TPs, let's get the crab. Great. Dinah's missing, let's hit the plant to see if she's roaming.
So if Teemo had TP, what would your play be?
Oh, and if Teemo had this TP, it would depend. Honestly, in this elo, you're playing the player. Right? So in theory, if you wanted to freeze it, because Kayle also had TP, and she could TP back in our freeze, and then the Teemo would be forced to TP, and then you just gank him again, that in theory is good, right? But if the Kayle says, you know, let's push, you push. If you're pushing and the Kayle says, leave my CS alone or I'm AFKing, I actually would sometimes just leave it. Not joking. Play the player. But if Teemo has TP here, it's also fine to push, because she doesn't have TP. So it's fine to try and push to burn the TP. You know, if she has a lot of gold and nothing left, you want to push this so that the Teemo TP's in, the wave crashes. If he doesn't TP, he loses a full wave. And by burning his TP, when hers is up again, it gives you the possibility for macro plays around the map. This is great if you duo with someone, right? Or in Clash and Flex queue. And then, of course, with his TP and flash down, we can repeat gank it very nicely. But
All right.
Because they don't have it, I just, for me, the selfish play, push it, but pay attention, you know? Like if here, say there's like another 3 blue minions here, right? And it's a bit more pushed out, like it's a bit in line with this right here. And it's very clear that Kayle is just last hitting, right? Just last hitting to make sure the wave is pushed against her so that she doesn't get put in a vulnerable position to a gank. Don't push that. You know, if she has TP and she doesn't want you to. Don't blindly ruin her freeze. When you do that in high elo, you get called out on Twitter. And flamed if you ruin a top laner's freeze.
Oh God, Reddit would come after me.
Oh yeah. Guys, I was totally watching the stream and a Simple Billy 2000 peak LP challenger ruined the top laner's freeze. Toxic gameplay, toxin player. Kick out of LPP.
How does Riot allow this?
How does Riot allow this? Yeah, exactly. But here specifically, you know, we mess up mechanically, we don't go directly, but we get the kill, so cool. Let's push it and get this crab, but at the same time, you know, if you pushed it and it started moving down, you'd run into her. Which is okay, because you're not looking to fight, you walk away, right?
Yeah.
But again, if you don't have the flash, that could pay off, that could be really bad. So losing a flash unnecessarily on the gank can also hurt you. So I think if you look back, I leave all the VODs up, I'll probably put it on YouTube. So that particular point when we talked about it the first time, pay very careful attention to that. And then of course, don't cross country for a wolf camp, and then don't stay out too long to do a dragon when you know that they know where you are. Because here you got lucky. Here you got lucky.
I'm getting no XP for like a minute or two for free.
Yeah. You should be 6. You should be 6. You know? And here, despite all of that, you're in a decent position. The blue spawns, so does, you can see the timer on the map. This is going to spawn level 7. This is going to spawn. Take them. Reset, you've been out a while, spend your gold, and now you can control the top side. And that's probably the biggest thing early for you. Those things are huge, because they set the foundation for total objective control and putting you ahead of the Echo in multiple levels of experience. But instead, you know, you get too clingy for this side of the map. And as you said, you see the Echo, so now you're afraid of you losing your red, so you take it. And now you're going top side, but there's nothing else to do but Herald. And the Teemo sees you because we don't go sneaky. And then we kind of greed, knowing that the Echo is here because we saw him path topside as well. So you know the Echo full well might be here. So this is quite an aggressive move considering you know the Echo's going to be there.
Yeah, I'm pretty much fully focused on that Teemo. He needs to die.
Well, there's no coaching in the world, ladies and gentlemen, that can fix that. There's no coaching that can fix the hatred for Teemo.
See Teemo, kill Teemo.
See Teemo, kill Teemo. Yeah, I say that about my mod. His name's Teemo too. See Timo, don't pay Timo. This is just reading as well. You know? So I think those are the... Yeah, go ahead.
When you come out of Kayn ulti, can you go over that wall? Is there any chance? Because I think I tried and it just slid me along.
You'd have to check for charisma. I actually don't know. That's quite niche. Like if you come out of ult and you end up going over the wall, you should be able to. But I'm not 100% sure. That's maybe a one trick. This wall specifically, I have no idea. You have to check with check Charisma's jump guide for that. He will be able to tell you exactly. But either way, if you come out of the ult, you can always go down and up, and then just queue over immediately. They're saying yes in chat. But if not, you can just wait for your queue, yeah. So yeah, in theory, you should be able to if you hit the right spot. But some parts are thicker than others, right? But your queue,
I think that's what I went for there, but it didn't work.
But your queue should be up anyway.
Oh yeah, it is. I think I come. That's what I used to get over, but I dashed right.
Yeah, it was too late. I mean, we shouldn't be here.
No.
Yeah, no, you were too far away here. It wouldn't. No, even if you exited out here, I don't think you're nearly in range. And yeah, you try, but he has his E up, so I don't think you were getting out of that anyway. I don't think you're getting out of that anyway.
No, no chance.
No chance.
Even if his E wasn't up, I land on a mushroom.
Good thing you killed Timo earlier. Let him know who's boss. Yeah. Well, it's a lot of good stuff though. Definitely.
I appreciate the tips.
Yeah, nice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good luck and have fun while you're doing it, I suppose. It's the best way to put it.
Will do. Oh, first I'm gonna go to bed. It's late and I've got a meeting tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's why I enjoy this job.
Your day, I suppose.
Oh well, you know, I'm in Belgium, so it's late for me too. But
all right.
Yeah.
I swear I'd never see your stream during the day. Are you just a night person?
I'm a night person, yeah, but also it's sort of half NA viewer base, so gotta keep sort of hybrid.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Thanks a lot.
Well, good luck. Enjoy your day and your next coaching session.
Thank you very much.